If you're a construction or trades business turning over maybe 1 million, 3 million, or maybe more, and you're constantly finding yourself drowning in finance admin, then this video is for you. I'm Ahmed Kayoum, a chartered accountant and finance director for construction and trades firms and founder of Blue Water Accountants. Now, most construction business owners I talk to are usually in the same boat. Busy on sites, projects coming in, but you're spending 15, 20 hours a week or more on invoicing, chasing payments, CIS returns, and subby paperwork. And honestly, you're terrified that growing your business any further will just mean more chaos. But what if I showed you what it actually looks like when you get the finance side of things right from day one? Let me tell you about Athena Commercial Interiors, a commercial fit-out business that scaled from 0 to 4.7 million in their first year. Then in year 2, they grew another 20%. And now in year 3, they are on track to triple the revenue. And here's the key. The directors are spending 25 hours less per week on admin than most construction business owners at their scale. Now in this video, I'm going to walk you through Athena's story, who they are, why they came to us, what we built for them, and the results they got. Because whether you're starting from scratch or you need to rebuild what's broken, then this is what proper construction finance systems actually look like. So let me introduce you to Ben and James. These guys weren't construction newbies. They were experienced fit-out specialists who'd helped their previous employer scale from 0 to 38 million pounds in turnover. They knew the commercial fit-out space inside out, the technical side, the client relationships, and how to deliver projects properly. So when they decided to start Athena Commercial Interiors and go out on their own, they brought all of that experience with them, the expertise, the track record, and their contacts. But what they didn't bring was a finance department. No finance systems, no processes, and honestly, no real knowledge of VAT, PAYE, CIS, corporation tax, or how the VAT domestic reverse charge actually works in practice. No idea how to structure their business properly for tax efficiency and how to pay themselves correctly. Now, they could have figured it all out as they went along, and that's what most construction businesses do, but they had seen other business owners try that route. You end up doing all the finance work yourself whilst also trying to win projects and deliver them. And one CIS or VAT mistake with HMRC could derail everything they'd worked for. So they made a smart decision. They wanted construction specific support from day one, not a traditional accountant who just files year-end accounts once a year, not generic accounting software that doesn't fit construction. They wanted systems built properly from the start, and that's where we came in. So here's what we did differently. We didn't just do their books, we built their entire finance function from scratch. Think of it like this: a finance director plus a finance manager plus a bookkeeper plus payroll manager plus a tax specialist, all rolled up in one partnership. First, we set up their financial foundations properly. We set up Xero, configured it specifically for a commercial fit-out business, not a generic setup, but a construction specific chart of accounts designed for project-based businesses from day one. We integrated Dext so Ben, James, and their staff could simply snap photos of their receipts and invoices, and we'd process them straight into Xero. No admin pileup, no shoebox of receipts. And here's something most accountants never do. We set up multiple bank accounts to separate their cash. One for day-to-day operations, one for taxes, one for business reserves, and one for shareholder funds. Why? Because when all your cash sits in one account, you can't see what's actually yours to spend versus what's spoken for. This gave them instant visibility. They could see exactly what cash was available for running the business, what was set aside for HMRC, and what they could safely take out the business for themselves. Why does all of this matter? Because getting it right from the start meant Ben and James never had to waste time or money fixing broken systems. Clean books and clear cash visibility from day one meant easier to scale, easier to get funding, and easier to understand their numbers. Second, we took over all of their payment management. Instead of Ben and James logging into the bank 5 or 10 times a week to process every supplier payment, every subby payment, every payroll, we handled it all. We prepare the payment run securely and do a payment run every 2 weeks or every week if needed. They review and approve in 15 minutes. We execute and reconcile everything. That alone saved them 3 to 5 hours per week. That's over 200 plus hours a year. They got back to focus on winning business and managing projects. Thirdly, we handle all their construction specific compliance. CIS, VAT, domestic reverse charge. This stuff is complex and often general accountants even get this wrong. We verify and authorize all the subcontractors with HMRC. We track CIS deductions accurately. We file monthly CIS returns on time every time. Full compliance with VAT domestic reverse charge from day one. Ben and James have never had a single HMRC penalty, zero missed deadlines, zero compliance problems, just peace of mind. Fourthly, we maintain the books in real time. Not once a month, not once a year, daily and weekly bookkeeping as transactions come in. So they always knew their current profit and loss, their current cash position, no surprises, no guessing. And finally, we gave them proper monthly reporting and strategic advisory. Monthly management accounts with clear insights, monthly board meetings diarized in advance to discuss their numbers. We review margins at both company and project level, that's gross and net margins. We review the VAT, corporation tax position and make sure cash is set aside in the separate tax account. Tax planning throughout the year, not just at year end. We became their sounding board for their financial decisions. This is what a virtual finance department looks like. It's not just compliance, it's strategic support built specifically for construction. Now, if you're watching and thinking, I need something like this in my business, I get it. You can see the value. I've put together a construction finance health check that takes about 3 minutes to complete. It will show you exactly where the gaps are and what to fix first in your business. But let me show you what happened as Athena grew, and this is where it gets interesting. So here's what happened when they got their systems right. In year one, they hit £4.7 million in turnover. That's exceptional for a startup. Most construction businesses take 3 to 5 years to reach that level. They did it in 12 months. Why? Because they weren't bogged down in finance admin. They could focus on what they were good at, winning work, delivering projects and building the business. In year two, they had 20% growth. They went from 4.7 million to 5.6 billion and maintained profitability whilst growing. And here's the key. The systems that we built in year one supported year two's growth. No retrofitting, no fixing things, just scaling what already worked. And as they grew, we helped them plan ahead. We set up a holding company structure for scalability in different areas. We implemented an employee share scheme to retain key staff as they hired. And we handled payroll seamlessly as the team expanded. Year three, and now they're on track to triple their revenue further. And this isn't reckless growth, it's calculated. They have the financial visibility to scale confidently. James specifically told us, we've been allowed to do that because Ahmed and the team have modeled everything out for us. Time saved, over 25 hours per week. This is the hidden ROI. That's 1,300 hours per year back. What did they do with that time? They won bigger projects, managed the growing team, and made strategic decisions. And had a life outside of work. And in terms of costs, they avoided the costs of a full finance team. A finance director in the UK costs somewhere between 80 grand to 150 grand per year. A bookkeeper costs 25 to 35 grand a year. A payroll manager around about 30 to 40 grand a year. Total in-house cost around 130 to 225 grand a year. And that's before recruitment, training, office space, management overhead, and all the hidden costs like employer NIC, pensions, sickness, and holidays. They got all of that for a fraction of the cost. And the quality of life piece, Ben said, Blue Water have taken so much stress off our plate. And James said, it certainly made our life less stressful and admin heavy. They built a business they actually enjoy running. Now, if you want to hear directly from Ben and James themselves, their full story in their own words, I've linked the video where they tell their story in the description below. They talk about what it was like working with us from day one, how the systems changed their business, and what the growth journey actually felt like. It's definitely worth watching. But if you're already at 1 million, 3 million, maybe 5 million, you actually have an advantage they didn't have. You have revenue, you have cash flow, you have a proven business model. What you don't have yet is proper finance systems, and that's what's holding you back. The good news, you don't need to start from scratch like they did. You just need to rebuild properly what you already have. Yes, it means untangling some legacy systems, but here's the reality. The relief will be immediate. Within 60 days, we take the day-to-day off your plate. That's payment runs, CIS returns, compliance, all handled. The right systems are set up, the chaos stops. Then over the following months, we keep building and refining until everything's running smoothly and you have complete financial control. But here's what happens when you commit to the full journey. Admin time time gets cut in half. Financial clarity replaces guesswork. Cash flow moves from reactive panic to proactive control. You can confidently take on bigger projects instead of being terrified of growth. The systems Ben and James are using, you can have them too. The visibility they have, you can have that. The 25 hours per week they got back, that's available to you. It's not magic, it's just proper construction specific finance systems. So that's Athena's story. From startup to 4.7 million in year 1, 20% growth in year 2, and now on track to triple revenue in year 3, all without the admin chaos that drowns most construction businesses. If you're ready to stop drowning in admin and start scaling with confidence, the first step is understanding where your finance function is now and where it needs to be. Take the Construction Finance Health Check. It's free and takes about 3 minutes to complete, and you'll get an instant report showing exactly where you stand. The link's in the description below. And if you complete it and you're doing over 500 grand a year in turnover, I'll personally review your results on a 30-minute call, no sales pitch, just honest conversation about your situation and what needs to happen next. Because you didn't start your business to stay buried in paperwork, you started it to build something, then let's make that happen. And if this was helpful, then hit subscribe. I've got more construction finance content coming to help you get control of your numbers. Oh, and Ben and James's video is linked in the description below if you want to hear the story from their perspective. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.